Okay. Smashing. I'm just gonna readjust some of the things and stuff. There we go. With that done, there we go. Okay, nice. Righty-ho, welcome indeed, ladies and gentlemen, to this lovely game of Banished. And today we're going to engage in some lovely games that I did a bit of a mistake recently where I tried to play and I forgot to press the record button. So I already have a sort of like a town already built. The positive thing is that you will then not have to wait for such a long period of time for a town to actually get bigger than, because in the beginning I have this sort of like build that is very slow, because I get a school up and running immediately, and what happens then is that a lot of the kids do not turn into adults and working as a laborer because they are in school. So the positive thing now is that all the kids have been in school, so they can get education, and they will, well, die more frequently. But anyway, indeed, we're going to engage into certain rigorous activities that is Banished, and I already have started with certain part of the town, because I wouldn't call it cheating, because I play this game for fun. I want to play this game to relax and enjoy myself. So I started with the easy mode. So I already got some houses that was already given to me, and the storage barn. And I also got some cows. So I managed to get a bit of a, well, I would say fairly good start from that. Other than that, everything else you can see that I have so far is from my own small expansion. I don't have that many people yet. I only got 37 members, so, but I can heavily increase that. Now I just have to check some things here on the phone, because the problem is that I use my phone to see text chat, because I don't have two screens, and the second computer is currently being used by some other people, so I'm gonna have to log in by some other means, and I can't remember for the life of me what the password was, unless it was this one. Please, I'm not a robot. Don't make me pick out a lot of cars and shit like that. Oh, thank heavens. Please let that is the right password, please. Oh, thank heavens. Oh, thank heavens, that was right. Okay, that's good. Now we go. Okay, so I need to check the... Here we go. Here we go. Now I just gotta turn off the volume on my phone, and we should be ready to go indeed. And... boom. Okay, there we go. Now we are active. We are... Whoops. No, I don't want to go through channels. I know I have used... you know what? I want to murder the phone. Okay, there we go. Now then, I'm just going to have this play again, and hang on. The problem with long here is that it gets everywhere. And that got really hot, so I just have to put it on one side at least, so I can actually, first of all, get these on my ears, so I can actually hear, because my hair is very, well, thick. There we go, okay. Oh, smashing. We are active and in the game. So, at the current moment, I don't have that many laborers, because I have assigned a lot of people to do different work. I have 2 people in the marketplace, because they have to go between some of the barns that I have. This one is basically so that the people working at the fishing dock do not have to go that far. But to explain what I did then in the beginning to get this town, because Banished, I mean, if you are new to this, Banished is a survival game, so imagine, I don't know, Minecraft and Sims mixed into one. A little bit unsure about it, how you would describe it, but yeah. So I started up with the barn. On easy mode you get 5 houses built already, so you can have enough families. I got a snap from my girlfriend here, so yeah. Oh, thank you very much indeed, I love you too. But yeah, I started with the houses, and I also had the barn, and I just stockpiles doesn't cost anything, so I got some extra stockpiles just in case. And immediately I got a pasture, and there was a lot of trees around me, so I could just manually get the laborers to get the trees using the tools that I have here. And then I focused on getting some extra stone because I have the mod that have fast road 50%. So what then happened is that I can actually get stone roads. They will move very fast now on the road. As you can see there, if they clip outside of the road, they'll move very slowly. So I might actually have to put a stone road here though, now that I think about it. Otherwise they're just gonna clip through it and move very slowly. And I got roads up here. I'm not sure if you can see it very well, but I got stone roads up to this point. And hang on, for the love, no, I want to get into my, there we go. Whew. Okay, there we go. It's just my mobile phone acting a little bit funny. I'm not sure why, but yeah. But I got the roads up here, and I have this little thing where I always expect the villagers to walk around in the forest area due to that, you know, you have this like blue circle where they're working. So I got the roads around the buildings because I think it looks nice as well. And then I have the gatherer's hut, the hunting cabin, herbalist, and the forester lodge. Due to the fact that I can use laborers to manually get wood, I usually have one person working in the forester lodge, and depending on how much wood that I need, I tend to either just stop him from cutting down so he can plant trees, because the herbalist will get you herbs that you need, and it works as a sort of, what do you call it? Small apothecary until you can get a hospital, which I now also have. And with that said, after I managed to get the food production up, I was still struggling a bit because I had a lot of people that I needed to feed. I managed to make sure that after that I got a woodcutter so I could have wood throughout the winter, and then I built a school, because then it is a long-term investment. As I said, now this is basically what happened after I managed to get some students out of the school and they become adults. Now I'm starting to expand because the students now at a steady rate is churning out of the school system, so I can get more adults. Because now I got 21 adults, but when I started I only had 10, and it was very slow in getting the buildings that I needed. Also, because I'm a little bit far away from water, I built a well here, so I had this like small town center here, and I also got a town hall plant here, the marketplace, the chapel, and the hospital in the middle here, along with the cemetery. Now what I plan also to do is, at a later stage, for example, add in a tavern right next to the town hall and the cemetery. So you have like the centralized fun places at this junction here. I also got a house that I can build at several strategic locations if I need the workspace amount to be shortened, because, you know, people that work at several places will have places that they go to work at. So wait, are you seriously? Please tell me they are walking on the stone. I mean, yes, it makes strategic sense that they would walk on the stone because it's faster, but yeah, as you can see, you can basically see where people are working by using some of the tools in here. So you can see how far they have to walk to get to their workplace. And that is a very helpful tool in finding out if, for example, one of my older towns, I had a house here and the workplace all the way to this place. So you had to walk all the way to the workplace, work for 5 seconds, then he had to go back because he was hungry or cold. Then he also had some items, he had to go to the storage barn. He went back. Oh no, I can't work anymore. I got to go back home. But yeah. And this kind of game here I love to play because it's relaxing. There's no stress behind it. I've been playing a lot of like Overwatch, Supreme Commander lately, and I love the games, but in Overwatch the community can be quite toxic. It is dangerous, especially if you are in any tier at all. I think actually the safest place is Platinum and Diamond, because people can get angry, but they at least know that, okay, it's useful to work together. But in Supreme Commander, it's more like it's a strategy game. You have a lot of buildings, you have a lot of economy to watch over, you have a lot of units to move back and forth, you have to be everywhere at once with navy, land and air units, and it can get very stressful, especially if you spend an entire 1 hour building up the perfect base, and then either you or someone else on your team makes a dumb mistake, and it all goes to hell. And that can cause a lot of salt. So these kind of games here where you build to relax, you get up a town that you feel comfortable with, and eventually you can expand. Oh, that is just amazing. And I also got another mod which I really like, which it's called the Flatlands. And what it does is basically it removes every single mountain in the middle of the map, except for the outskirts, but you can't build anything there anyway. So that you can expand without having to worry about suddenly there's a mountain range all the way around like that and causing a rift, so you're going to have to build tunnels, but you have, oh, I got a perfect placement for the marketplace, but I can't because the tunnel is in the way. No, the mountain is in the way. So this will make it much easier to just relax, find out to try and build the most perfect town that I can. Because I can see a lot of potential here with expansions of having people living around these like small lakes, and then have either I'm gonna now have, of course, a trading post here, but for example, since it looks like it will come from this direction, so put more trading posts, one here, one on the other side, one on that side, so that I got lots of trading posts. I can get a lot of trade going, because eventually if it goes to plan, if everything goes according to plan of what I want to do with this town, I will be able to get it up to the original size that I had on my oldest, most successful save 1 or 2 years back, which had around 1,500, 1,700 people living in it. I've spent every part of the map though. I mean, there was no room left. I just had to start clearing out some space and just build up like blocks and rows of houses, which also then gives a good incentive to get more mods in the future, because of some of the mods allows you to get like these houses that you can place, which are allowing people to live in height and not just spread them out. But anyway, I'm getting too far ahead of myself, because I want to see what else can we do, because we have some more people ready to move out, because we got one 10-year-old girl here now, and at the age of 7 or 8 they're old enough to move out of their parents' house and live with someone else, but they're not old enough to have kids until they're 12ish, I think. But other than that, do we have any other men ready to move out? We got a 6-year-old there, so he's not old enough yet. We have a 4-year-old. Okay, so let's go strategically through this. We got Battle and Elui. None of them can work because they're alone. The kids, one 10-year-old, one 6-year-old, a woman, one 4-year-old, one 6-year-old. So he will be most likely the one that we use to expand further with another house in the future. And then I have no more guys. Well, one more here actually, Rowans. So I'm gonna get 2 guys from the looks of it. Yeah, okay, so in the future I will hopefully be able to build 2 more houses, and eventually they'll be able to give me kids as well. So I tried one time to not build a school in the beginning, but I ended up actually losing more people than I would normally do, so it wasn't actually worth it. So it's better to just take your time in the beginning, get a school up, give them education, because otherwise they're gonna fall off a ladder by accident, or you're gonna end up having the kids, well, I don't know, eat poisonous berries, get attacked by a bear. I'm not sure if that's actually a thing in the game though, but there was one time that I read, I'm not sure if it was a joke or if my memory just fails me, but I can distinctly remember it said that, you know, Brian got an axe to the head accidentally or something like that. And that sounds like murder to me. So yeah. But at the moment, there's not too much that I can do in the beginning other than wait. I have one to just get me a lot of wood, because I need a lot of firewood. Now it's early summer though, so I don't use that much firewood already. So what I just basically sometimes need to do, I know I use the word basically a lot, but basically that is what it is. So I'm gonna need more trees though, so I can just focus that and I can just start building more, because I want to get more options for what I can get here. I want to be able to get more orchards, because I can get pear and peaches. And if I get the tavern up in the future, I can get like alcohol from pears. I can get peach alcohol. I can also get it from berries, but they usually eat that, so I try to just not use that up because it is a what do you call it? It is a resource that they are using for food. As the food is, I can get corn and pumpkin, and corn and pumpkin are two of the easiest to grow. So I got really lucky there. Corn usually gets really fast growth, and they tend to harvest it during late summer or early autumn, while the pumpkins usually can go up to autumn time before they harvest it, because it is an autumn, season-based vegetable. Yeah, I think pumpkins are vegetables, right? I mean, they grow from the ground. Well, strawberries are technically berries, but not technically a vegetable, but they're root fruit. So I'm not sure where I'm going with this, but anyway. So yeah. So let's see. Oops. There we go. So let's see. At the current moment, there's not much I can do other than waiting. I just have to see if I can get these guys to age 7 or 8. I usually tend to wait until they're 8 because they're the students anyway. There's no point of having them move into a different house until they can have, well, sexual intercourse. The only thing I could see about it would have them wait, because then the parents have more room to get more kids. But then again, I mean, it just depends heavily on what actually I want. For effectivity's sake, yes, I would like to get more houses, but they will take more food on. But they are living better than most people today. I mean, they got fish, beef, they got roots, berries, they got herbs for medicine, they got mushroom, they got onions and venison. So they got 3 types of meat. They got onions, mushrooms, and roots, so they can have like side dishes. They got berries for desserts, so they're gonna be able to get lots of protein, vitamins, and things they need to survive here. So they're having it quite well. They have a chapel which they can have religious meetings, so they can also get some spiritual guidance. A cemetery that has room for 112 graves. And this was one of the first things also when I had enough stone that I got a cemetery, because if someone dies, oh, it's horrible. And if you don't have a cemetery, because people get depressed beyond belief, especially for the family that is affected. And you just feel bad for them, because I love to like imagine how you get into a game and you just see what your life must be like. Oops, I forgot to put this one on. Yeah, as you can see how now they're moving quite slowly, but once they get to the stone, they move with an increased speed beyond belief. Now what I want to do is, since this is the town hall, I want 1 extra row. Let's make it, hang on, if I have it, the town hall, I can have it like that. That could look cool, right? So if I have the town hall with the tavern like so, and I pause that so I don't do anything nasty, I get a stone around it. There we go. And then we just flesh it out by adding more stone like so. Because then we'll be able to have like this stone town squares, and it might not be very effective because the person that works there will have to go from his home back and forth and fetch the items on the market. But I think if we can get this like sort of like, what do you call it, a town center where you have the market, you have the hospital, you have the town hall, you have the chapel, you have the tavern, you have the woodcutter that gives the essential things you need to survive, you have some pastures strewn around, and a school in sort of like the side street for the kids to work in, with the well in the side here, so you have an extra meeting place. I think that looks really nice. I love, first of all, the music, the visuals of the game, the graphics. Well, it might not be the best kind of graphics you've seen in your entire life, because if I press like follow, I can follow him around actually and see what he's doing, and it's really cool. And he's a student and he's attending school, so he's probably going back to school now to study some more. And I find it cool to actually go into the building and they sit there and to like show that they're studying. They're not just standing around idly not doing anything, they are actually doing something. And where is the builder? So you're the builder, you are Brian, you're age 10, and you are working. Oh my god, a child named Demon was born, or Demon. I think it's Demon instead, but Demon. We have a demon among us. Well, let's see, where was Demon born? Where was Demon born? I gotta find Demon. Let me see. Oh, Demon has been born, and he's a boy. The Antichrist has been born into the town here. Okay. He's gonna become the... Oh my god, that's gonna be so funny if I can make him the town cleric to get the demon as the priest. So we're gonna have a whole town filled with a satanic cult. This suddenly got very weird, but anyway. So, yeah, but, oh, that is so cool. Eloisa is the cleric, and Demon is the child of the cleric. This is going to be interesting. This is going to be interesting indeed to see. I mean, the name generator in this game is very confusing sometimes, but, I mean, names will be weird from wherever you come from, though, so I suppose it makes sense. Oh, so that's where we've been going. Yeah, I forgot I had some roads built over here as well. That was just a stockpile though, but I like the symmetry of things. I love the symmetry. I love to get symmetry, getting like wide roads like this. While it doesn't have any use other than it looks good. I mean, it makes sense that, you know, this is the main trading hub, so you would get a trading post, go in here, get into the center of town here with a large strip here of the road. And you had the church, you got into the town, the first thing you see was the church, the marketplace, before you get to the town hall with the hospital and tavern right next to it. So I think, like, city planning wise, it looks really nice. And of course all the stone roads makes it easy for traveling. And we're still doing good with food. We got 480 fish now, so I'm gonna... Actually, yeah, we're getting a lot of fish. I'm gonna reduce the amount of fish coming in now to just one person working there. And from that, I'm considering trying to build something. It will happen slowly though, because I've got only 2 builders. But I am very tempted now, since it's autumn, I can't do much with anything else. Okay, so what do we got to work with? I can get some... Oh, hello. There's a lot of rock over here, and I slowly started to expand my rock supply, but we are low on rock, actually, so I'm gonna send my laborers on a rock mining mission out into the wilderness here. It's still autumn, and they're close to stone roads, so I'm just gonna go strategic like this, so they won't go too far. There we go. So they will go a bit of everywhere now, but the positive thing now is that at least they'll stay close to the town. If it gets cold, they can get to one of the houses and heat themselves up a little bit. So, no, I pressed the button. I keep pressing the, like, Windows buttons. I keep going out of the game. And it's really annoying. But yeah. There we go. Now the stone wall around the tavern has been built. I'm going to remove one of the builders so I can get 3 laborers to actually start getting some more stone for me. Because then I'm thinking I want the town hall. The positive thing is that, first of all, nomads will come to the town hall. I have a hospital, so disease will not be an issue now. But I can also get a better overview of what I have in my town. Because through the chapel I can see how many people I have. Because it says right here I got 20, 30, 8, but it's better to just have a chapel. But the town hall will give you the percentage of how many people are educated, how much food you have, how many items, how many resources. And also it will attract nomads. And if you suddenly find yourself, oh no, a hurricane completely killed off every single one of my well, children, you can, and suddenly nomads arrive in the town. They were like, hey, can we settle down here? And you suddenly get, oh, like, yeah, 10 people want to live here. And then you can just build a few houses and suddenly have an extra workforce. They won't be educated though, so that's a bit of an issue, but again, it's usually something that is worth, and it pays off-ish, depending on if you prefer getting extra laborers into your town. That said, sometimes I've actually had to turn them down, and I feel so bad because you see their clothes are so ragged. They come in from one of the like the mountain sides here, and they make their way all the way and like goes off into the distance, and it's so sad. But at the same time, sometimes I can't. Sometimes I just simply cannot give them access to the town because I don't have any room to give. I don't have enough resources. I don't have enough food. However, if you get more people again, then it equals out because then you can actually have them get food for you. So it basically comes down to what you prefer doing. But in general, I try to balance it a little bit. So yeah. Right, so now it's winter. It's early winter. It is -4 degrees outside. And we have plenty of stored firewood. I'm going to actually put you off because then we've got 4 laborers to actually give us items. We have 425 firewood there, lots of herbs, hide coats. We got enough clothing and iron tools. And how much venison do we get? Okay, so we get an average 600 venison for one season. And yes, Cedriki has entered the town as a laborer. That is good. Very good. Because that'll allow me to... Oh. I got 5 laborers. Okay, so that's good. Okay, so... you're giving me beef. These are almost now full back up again. So we'll be able to get a lot of beef. You are 4x4. One there. Anywhere else that needs work? Well, I mean, I have a lot of leather. I'm going to just get a few more coats. I'm just going to increase that to 100. There we go. Clothes limit have been increased to 100, so I can just get a lot of clothing, so I don't have to think about that for a while. And when spring comes, since I now have a lot of people, I can build a farm here. Oh yes, actually, I'll build a farm right now because I'm gonna need an 11 by 11. And since I got extra people, I'll have one 11 by 8. No. I'll get 11 by 11 there as well, and I'll do that because yeah, I mean they can clear that out fairly easily. Okay. Yeah. The cows are making a lot of rockets, but so I mean the cow seems to be having it nice as well. I mean they have a small area where they can stay here. I mean they're living close to the humans, so we can actually give them lots of heat. And you're inside the cow, but fair enough. I mean, I love the visual effects that all the trees lose their leaves. You get snow on the rooftops, and even on the marketplace. I love this game. It's just so well, beautiful is the word for it. I mean, I don't really have any other words for it. It's just really nice, cozy, comfortable, and fun game to play. And you're a fool if you don't like it as well. Everyone is allowed to enjoy their games that they love to play, whether it be Minecraft, Overwatch, Call of Duty, Sims, Mass Effect. I love a lot of those games though, so or more or less known games that you might enjoy playing. I mean, a lot of indie games have gotten really well as well. Okay, so there we go. Now we have crop fields, and it's late winter, so when it becomes early spring, it might dip below again into minus. So I'll wait for the season to end. Now it's early spring. Yeah, it's dipping below again, so that's something I gotta be careful about. I wait until about 2 degrees. Because I need to see it go up before I do anything. Okay, now it's early spring. I want 1 corn, I want 1 pumpkin, and I'll have 1 person there and 1 person there. Then I'm gonna still have 2 laborers to bring me the items that I require. And we're a little bit low on the iron as well, so I'm going to have them fetch the iron there. So now we got 400 stone from, and this is good. We have stone at the different points of the stockpile, so even if you build something here, you don't have to go to stockpile all the way up the north. So that's something that is really recommended sometimes, either just get a stockpile near workplaces or workstations, because if they fetch items there, they can place it down there, so even if you expand in the future, you won't have to go all the way back to a gigantic stockpile in the middle here. So sometimes it can really pay off having lots of small stockpiles here and there. So now during the spring, it's going to be interesting to see if we can get this up and running though. So where do you guys work, or where do you guys come from? Oh, that's good. You guys coming from the same house. Oh, that's nice. And now we got actually more people working as an adult. And now we have that as a teacher. Now it just readjusted itself to come from this house. But, I mean, that's not something that happens. You will sometimes get people... I mean, that's what I love about this game. Even if it gives you people that have, like I said, to work, it's like, oh, these are the 2 only available farmers or laborers that were assigned here, so they will start working on it. But then suddenly computer realizes, okay, these guys here live closer to the workplace, so we'll reassign the work so that you guys become the teacher and these guys become the farmer. So that way it is really useful, this game. I mean, it is sometimes a bit dumb, but it's very clever sometimes. I mean, one time I had 3 houses grab all the food, and one of the houses went without any food. It said that, you know, the people were starting to starve, but that doesn't add up. Normally we just go like, hey, can I get food? Unless, of course, everyone in the town is like, nope, this is my food, go get your own, and then everyone is just evil. That's a possibility I didn't actually think about, especially now that we have a demon. Well, we have demon. It's not a demon, it is the demon himself. He's 0 years old. He's just been born, well, ish. And I look forward to see the future of demon. I know it's probably demon, or but in Norwegian it's demon. But I can't see anything else than demon. And then you have crystal, or I just almost read that as Castiel. So this is quite a religious household, I do have to say. But why the hell call their child demon? Unless, you like irony? Especially if it turns out to be a nice, stable, working, productive member of society. I mean, then you can say that, hey, a demon is in my house. Want to come and hang out? I mean, that's a very bad joke. But anyway. Okay, so now it's getting some corn and some pumpkins as well. So I look forward to see if we can get actually some food from this. Because during the spring and summer times, I usually let crop fields do the work. And during the autumn and winter, I tend to do some of the building. Because then I don't have to assign people to work on the farms. So I'm just going to speed up a little bit again. Because... we have 3 laborers. I've told them to get different items. We have, from the looks of it now, from looking at these things, and I have enough resources actually to get this. So I'm going to assign 2 people to work there. Now, it is important to notice that I've had only 1 laborer left now available. The reason I'm doing that is because if I would be very unlucky, and it's very unlikely, but if I were unlucky, the school and the person being the teacher, if Cantonia dies for some reason, all the kids, currently 5 students, will be kicked out of the school and become laborers without getting any education. It doesn't really add up, because the person will usually get replaced immediately. But if you don't have a laborer there, they will get kicked out of the school because no one is there to replace the teacher. And as you can see, time goes very quickly in this game-ish. I mean, a year is not exactly a full year in real life, thank heavens for that. Otherwise, we would have been sitting here quite a long time as a watch the things grow simulator. But, oh, that is so cool. Look, we're getting a lot of pumpkins now. We're getting some of the corn from the crop field. I'm going to speed things up a bit to see if we can get this going now. And I've done some farming as well, and it's quite fun. I mean, I have some small boxes out in the garden that I've earlier been growing beets, I think it's called, and salads and thyme and what other did I have? Parsnip? I'm not sure if it's called that. Persille? Kruspersille? Yeah, I'm not too sure about it though, but now let's see how far we're getting on the building though. Hey, we placed down all the items. We've gotten 35 points out of 160. Yeah. So the town hall is well on its way to be completed. And after that, I'm thinking a bit. Just because it will look good, I'm considering putting an orchard here. A 6x6. I mean, it won't give a lot of items, but it will look nice, especially since it's next to the church, so I can get a lot of orchards around the graveyard. So I can get sort of like trees that are plums and pears around it, and then they can be used to make alcohol. Okay, it is parsley. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Cashmere Cinder. You are most fluffy and cuddly indeed. Let's see. I'm just going to speed up a little. I'm going to finish this one. Yeah, I'm going to finish the town hall. And hang on. Now that some time has gone, you're 7 years old. You're 7. You're 7. You're 7. You're 11. You're 3. And you guys haven't fornicated at all. And I'm gonna remove you. Wait, how much leather do we have? We still have 15 leather. Okay, well, wait. Oh Jesus, I need to turn on the blacksmith because we are almost out of tools. We only got 4 tools left. So that's good to know. Parsnip is... Ja, just stämmer. Parsnip is pastinak in Norwegian. Okay, yeah, thank you. I forgot that. It's easy to forget sometimes the English words because they can sometimes be different, but at the same time similar. So, you know, parsley, parsnip, and other names that begins with P. Wait, what's going on? Yeah, okay, this is a glitch sometimes that I haven't realized sometimes happens. I don't register that the music has stopped, but when you do this and you press the like escape button and go back, the music will start again. But I don't know what happens, but fair enough. Because I thought it was a bit quiet there for a second. Because the music is... I'm not sure if you guys can hear it, because I had to turn some of the volume down, otherwise the music would be too loud, so no one would hear me if I actually talk. But now the building is almost completed. Put it to... I'm gonna put it to plus 10. There we go, almost done. Okay, that was a tree. Takes a bit of a while to build this town hall, but I suppose that is to be expected. I mean, it's a town hall, it's a bit of a big building. Almost as big as the chapel. I'm gonna put it plus 2. Come on, there we go. Okay, now then. Let's see. Okay, so now we got a town hall up and running. We can get an overview of the year 9. And it's late summer. We got 11 homes, 12 families, which means that I can technically build another house. That will allow me to expand. 39 citizens, 23 adults. Okay. We got 92% of the people are clothed and 96% are educated. The production... Yes. I mean, production so far is good. Some of these funny looking items are from a previous mod that I've had, because I have had early mods installed, but some of them I had to uninstall because I had the, what do you call it in the Banished game, the Mega mod, which had a ton of mods put into one big packet. The problem was that Banished is a game that is, what, 200 megabytes in size. The Mega mod was almost 1 gigabyte. I mean, that's pretty much content for such a small game. But yeah, let's see. Okay, so I got a lot of items now. So we are actually starting the harvest for the crop field. So that's really good. I'm gonna actually increase that so I can actually have 2 people harvest it. And you as well. Oops. There we go. Now then. There are the graphs. So far the population is slowly rising. But during the late stage of the game, when you have like half the map has been already filled and you're just expanding automatically almost, then the graph will go heavily up unless you have like big amounts of disease. There are no nomads requesting citizenship at this time, and the trade items that I have are a lot of the production of the inventory, but certain amounts of things that I have are peach, pear, pumpkin, corn, and cattle. I also gonna need chicken and sheep and some of the other seeds. I would love to get potato and sheep, because then I can get warm coats and they can work outside much longer. And with that though, yeah, it's basically harvesting this now, because now it's early autumn, so now they are taking this in before it gets too cold, because it's still 13 degrees outside, so they will be able to get this food in. And this is nice, because before I thought, you know, a 7x7 one person can deal with it, but you get around 300 from it. If you do an 11x11, one person can technically cultivate the land, but you get oh, I had to sneeze, but I couldn't sneeze. Okay, that was annoying. Where was I? Yes, they cultivate the land with 11x11 fields. That is the square that you see. But even if they don't, even with just one person, if you don't manage to harvest it all, you will still get more corn from an 11x11 than you have by a 7x7, which of course makes sense. I mean, it's bigger, but I didn't know that one guy could technically harvest almost every part of this crop field. So now we get a lot of pumpkin, we get a lot of corn. So that is marvelous. And turn that off. Boom. And now we got 2 people working there. And we need to get these pumpkins in. So that is good. So how much pumpkin do we have now? Because now we have 635 pumpkin and 850 corn. Now some of the people took the corn, of course, but that is impressive. We have a ton of food now. I mean, that's a lot of food. Jesus. So otherwise than that, we're getting a lot of food now. We have lots of firewood. We have lots of fish. I'm happy that I put down the amounts of person working on the fishing dock, because fish is a really good resource in the beginning, but you can get a ton of it, and it's really difficult getting rid of it unless you have the trading post, which is actually a good time as any to actually get it done now. And now this has been emptied. I'm gonna stop that work. So now we have those crop fields. And for the next year's circulation, I will change it over to corn. And I know, I don't actually know this, but I don't know if you have one type of crop year after year after year, will that technically then yield a worse result? But I'm so used to crop rotation here in my hometown, and even one year they do not grow anything at all. on the crop field in question, because you have to like give the soil time to rejuvenate. I can't remember the word for it, but you know, get more sustenance and nutrients back into the soil. So yeah, but now we got some tools. I'm gonna put that up to 150 because I need items. I'm gonna get I'm gonna get some more of that. Where can I find the iron? It's quite far away here. Oh, some iron there. And some iron there. And one iron piece there. And there's some iron here, but it's quite far away, but fair enough. Okay. There we go. Just speed things up a little bit. I like this. We have like this small, cozy, nice little warm, fluffy abode. And once I get more stone and items, I will start upgrading the houses. And now you are old enough. That is good. That's very good. And I want you to build here. There we go. And now I'll get another stone house. And no, none of the items have been placed there yet. But now I'll get stone there. I'm gonna require more stones. I'll fetch some of the stone from that area. There as well. Okay, this will take a bit of time though, because I only got one laborer. But then again, I got time. At least in the beginning, until I can get more people out of that schoolhouse. We're now going to be able to get a trading post. And with that trading post in mind, we'll be able to get more trade going. And that's a lot of fish. And I think this looks very nice though, having the trading post right next to the fishing docks, because I think the buildings complement each other. So this is going to be very interesting to see. I just have to reposition myself a little bit. There we go. Add up the microphone. There we have. Ah, fantastic. We now have plenty of building power here. I'll get one guy like that and two there. I don't need anyone to work here yet. Yeah, I'll wait until I have a little bit more. Or, you know what, just because it looks good, I'll have a person work there. And I'll get 100 firewood. So I got some items to trade with. And what is my leather situation actually? How much leather? We have 39 leather actually. See if I put 20 leather, iron tools, if I have 20 iron tools. And yeah, seems fairly good. Because the firewood, the tools, and the leather I can get fairly easily. So I just remember the only problem though that I have, since I don't have any mountains, is that I can't build a mine unless I can build it. Oh, thank heavens, I can have mining towns next to the center or the sides. Okay, that's good. That's good. Never mind then. Never mind. Oh, that was a very bad pun, but okay, let's see. How many people are living here now? Oh, I love this. I love this building. Now we got a student and a blacksmith. Okay. How many families do we have? The overview. Families 12, homes 12. Okay, nice. I got an 8-year-old girl, an 8-year-old student. Let's see. Now the next thing is that I need to find out where do I want my next expansion, because eventually this will become a big place, but I need somewhere else to move to. So I'm thinking of what will look nice if I have a fishing village over here. Because then I could export the fish, put it into the trading post, and use that for items to trade with than the tradesmen. So what we'll have to do first then, in any case, let's get a bridge over here. I think that will look nice. And after that, I'll get the road a little bit further out like that. And then could go sideways down like so. Because then I can get some of that rock, I can get some of that iron. Because I'm thinking once I start getting some of that stuff. Oh, okay, that is a... Oh my god, look at that. That's gonna be beautiful having that like docking area. So if I do like that, I pause that, because then I have... Oh, that looks beautiful, that like small line where you're gonna have to go through. It's gonna be easier to dock, and you can like unload from both sides of the ship, so you don't have to do like all of unnecessary lifting. Oh, this is gonna be beautiful, this town. And now I'm getting more beef. I'm gonna get more beef as well now that these are starting to fill up. I'm gonna move you because I don't need you yet. I can just replace you if it needs come to it. Yeah, later I want to get a tavern built. But I'm thinking... Yeah, if I put an orchard here, an 11 by 11 orchard, and I get... Let's see. They can go past there, so if I have it there, and that will have to be 18 by 18, so if I have 9 and 9 by 9. There we go, 2 9 by 9 orchards, or orchard, I mean, and here it is 17, so one will have to be 9 and the other will have to be 8 by 9. No. What? Well, that doesn't make sense, now does it? Well, I'm not complaining. Okay, so that's good. So now we have the wooden bridge. They'll be able to start building some of those roads. And the new expansion shall be planned. This is basically I just now planned because I think it will look good to have orchards all around the cemetery. It'll give a nice like ring to it, and I can get lots of peaches, for example, pears, and I can get the tavern to use those pears for alcohol. So once the weather becomes a little bit better, I'll place down some of the buildings and start planning in my head of how I want the production to look like. This is going to be interesting. Okay. There we go. Okay, so let's pause this. Now, we're gonna need a marketplace, and we're gonna need somewhere to put it. So, on this peninsula, well, it is actually no, it's connected, so it's technically a peninsula, but I guess it's an island, a rather big island. I'm considering having the marketplace here, because then I can have some houses on that side, 2 or 3 houses there, 2 or 3 houses there. Yes. So I pause that, and then since I got stone roads desired all the way over there, I'll do that. I'll get, come on, there we go. There we go. Okay, so with that planned, I'll do that. I'll do this. And by doing that, it will take some time building these roads, but I'll lay the foundation for the future expansion when I get enough people in the future. Because I love having enough laborers so I can just build something really quickly. Okay, so now I got that. I want a... What if I do it like that? Like so. Now pause that. And... there we go. And there we go. And since that is also to that road, have it there. Okay. That's good. Now that that has been planned, what else? We're gonna need a... over there. Gonna have to build more roads like that. Okay, we're starting to make something here that can actually looks really nice. And with that, so... how will this look? I can get one in there. And I can get one in like so. So these two can be fishing areas. That could look nice. I will get the road to just fill it out a little bit. There we go. Yeah. Auto save. And there we go. Okay, so that is then planned. House-wise, I will require 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I'll pause these. Since they are close to water, I will not have to get a well. So that is good. Now that'll allow me to get some... Considering having it here, I could have it... There. There we go. It'll be right next to the road as well. So that's good. Okay, so then I got 3 fishing docks there. I got 1 fishing dock there. And the marketplace right there. The next course of action, first of all, a little bit down. There we go. No, I think that was a little bit too far down. Hang on. There we go. Ah, yes, that's better. I know you went far up now, but okay. There we go. Okay. So, with those houses built there, I need to find out what do I want down here, though. Because the marketplace can reach all the way down there. So I'm gonna have to get... I'm thinking... here, 1, 2, 3, and double road, 1, 2, 3. Because I get 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 people. And lastly, I'm going to require a small bridge from that point and that point. That's it. Where are they? Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's a very good thing about actually pausing the building, because then you can actually see where it is, which is always a good idea. With that said, I'm gonna put that straight up like that. Okay. And There we go. Now with that done, we can have some of the houses first need to be like so. And then we can have let's see, 1, 2, 3. I'll just get some of the more of that road over there. And you can go over to the main road like so. I'll do that as well, cause why not? It looks nice. And I'll do it here as well. I'll keep, because that's where the that's where the bridges are. So I'll do it like this. I'll put it 1, 2. Hang on, how far can I reach? Yes, I can reach it, but I'm gonna have to put the last house on this side then. And pause this and this. There we go. I can't build a road here yet because I don't have any way to get over there. Wait. It's a little bit further down than the others. Oops. Ah, there we go. Okay. There we go. Those houses have now been placed down, because then I got expansion there, expansion here, and here. That leaves here. Again, I'm considering then getting a few houses here as well, because then I can have for the... You can reach out to that. So 1, 2, 3. Then I can also have more people working on the fishermen, the trading posts, and if I have anything going up this way. So that's going to be one of the expansions. And with, for example, down here, well then I'll either have crop fields, I will then either get some, what do you call it? The gatherer's hut, hunting cabin, that sort of thing, to make sure that I can get the food. I want to make every single town hang on, sustainable. I want to make every town capable of taking care of itself. In the later stage of the game, that won't need to actually be a necessity, because then I can have like a agricultural town here, I can have a forested town here, I can have a gatherer's hut town here, and you know, so forth and so forth. And the positive thing then is that I can just solely base my economy around that, in those towns, because the marketplaces, when I get enough people, I can have 12 people in each marketplace that will then go to all the different what do you call it, storage barns, and fetch what they need. So with that said though, now I've turned those things on and they have been paused. In the middle here now though, we need to see that I have the houses, but we're going to need a storage barn or something like that. So for the middle part here, I want a stockpile. It's going to be 8 by 8, and same goes with one here, just one 8 by 8 as well. So I can get 2 stockpiles. And with those, I'm going to have a storage barn here. Yes. And for the late stages of the game, I'll have a storage barn here as well. 1 space apart. There we go. Pause that and pause that storage barn. In this place as well, we're gonna need a school. Here we're very close to the water on all sides. I don't need a well yet. We're gonna need centralized production. So I'm gonna have a blacksmith and tailor right next to each other. They're gonna be close to the stockpiles as well. I want a tavern next to this. Might not be a good idea having the tavern next to a school. Having drunk people screaming and laughing and stuff like that when the kids are trying to learn might not be the best idea. I might find a different place for the tavern later, for example, somewhere along these lines here, until I can actually clear out this area of forest and stone and stuff like that. Because the positive thing is then I can always regrow the trees, but I will be able to see what I'm doing then. So we're gonna start this then and speed it up because we only got 2 laborers, and this is gonna take a long time. And the reason why it says 10 builders is because you need people to remove trees from these areas, but it's not that difficult. And we got 8 students now. Several people are becoming students, or they're becoming born. So we're actually getting a lot of people here now. We're actually getting a lot of traction, which is good. And we have a lot of herbs. Jesus, herb limit has been met. That is good. Then I'm gonna put 100 herbs over there. And that'll help a lot, actually. Yeah. And I'm gonna take 20 coats. We're gonna need more firewood. I'm gonna put you down like that. Yes. Because at the beginning now, we are just building some roads. Then they're gonna clear out these fields. And then they're gonna start all the road network that I built here. And hopefully they'll allow me to see a bit better though. And what I'll also do later, I'll start unpausing these, but as soon as they clear out the stone, the trees and stuff like that, I'll pause it again, because then they will clear out some areas, and that'll help when I then have all these buildings cleared off the trees, so I can actually see, okay, what have I actually put down? What does it look like? Is there anything I need to change? Do I want to change it? And etc, etc. And it might look a little bit weird with all the pause signs, but it gives me an idea of what the layout of my next, like, town, city, whatever you want to call it, will be. So the pause button is the magic thing here. Okay. Nice. Okay, so I can choose between pear and peach. I'll wait choosing anything, because otherwise it's just going to be big question marks. Hang on, I can just... I'm not too fond of peaches. Well, I haven't tasted that much of it yet. I like pears. But what I'll do... I'll choose 2 pears and 3 peaches, because then I can go for peaches to make the alcohol, and the pears can go for the food production. So with that in the future, I'm just going to turn off that work so it doesn't say that they need someone to work on it. But now they have one person that is slowly going to start making all of these roads. And the stockpiles at least is going to be cleared out, so I don't have to go all the way back to deposit those, well, items. So that's good. I at least thought so. Yeah, no, there's nothing there. Odd. This game makes me happy. I do have to say, this game makes me so incredibly happy that you have the trading posts, you have possibility for fish, you have lots of food, you can get lots of cozy buildings. And that said, actually, I need to get more iron, and with this done, I can do exactly that. Because after that, I want to start upgrading my houses here as well. And now I'm just waiting for some of these people to become laborers, because then I can use them to... Yeah. Because then I can use them to build more houses, which is always useful when I'm expanding. The capital will always be a little bit messy, I feel, because you then basically build out of necessity. You basically build what you need to build to make sure that they have enough food, they survive, and you don't need to be there anymore. So now we have 2 laborers, which is good. Yes, I know, cows, you don't have to make such a ruckus. There we go. So now it's going, the season is going past very quickly. We have someone that is building roads all over the place here. We're getting iron, log, and stone fairly spread out here, so that's good. But I forgot that they taken the iron over here, which is okay, but I need the iron in here. So I didn't think that one through, but oh well. Do we have any iron here? Yeah. There we go. There we go. A bit far off to go, but how's Demon doing? He is 2 years old. Nice. He has been surviving so far, and the hospital and the herbs seems to be doing the job. He's nice and healthy. We got lots of corn and lots of pumpkin left. We got lots of beef. You know what? You know what I'll do actually? I'll do this. I'll empty this pasture because I got 2 of them and they're spread far out. So even if one of them gets, what do you call it? Riddled with pestilence, I still have 1 of them left. That's why I usually spread them out. At least 1 of them, because then I can at least move them back and forth so that I can get more cows. But I want this one away now because I need 1 more worker, because then I can get more laborers, and I need more laborers. And I don't need this much beef at the moment from the looks of it, because I'm getting a lot of beef here. So yeah, a bit too much beef, so that's good though. Come on. What? No, food limit. No. Food limit is higher. We need like lots of food. All the food. There we go. Come on, just kill all the cows. Kill the cows. I mean, that sounds very mean to say, but kill the cows. Kill all the cows and give me all of the leather and all the beef. Now we got lots of beef, and we can feed people with a lot of steaks, and we have access to the berries. We have corn, we have mushrooms, we have roots, pumpkins, fish, more beef, even more beef, onions and venison. Jesus, these people live better than me sometimes. Okay, now we got only 3 cows left. We just need to kill off the last ones, and I'll close it down for business, so I get more laborers to actually do some of the heavy lifting for me. Because, of course, the positive thing now is that once I get the items over here, what will happen then is that when I start building stuff, I don't have to go all the way back here to get the items. So, oh, we got a trader. What? What happened to you, sir? Fair enough, I think that's a glitch. I'm not sure that it's because of a mod, but... Okay, what do you have? You have coal. Well, coal is good for burning, sure, but... Can I order... What can I order from you? Oh, okay. I can only order coal from him. No, sorry, I don't want that from you. But thanks for the offer though. I mean, at the current moment I can survive on firewood. So hopefully I'll get the next tradesman with something a little bit better, because at the moment I don't have need for coal. I can survive on iron tools because I can make steel tools in the later game. We got 148 iron tools right now, so we're gonna do fine. I don't think it's going to be much of an issue. I need to get those last cows. Like, where is the workplace to you? Like, what are you doing? What are you doing all over there? Do your job. There we go. Kill the cows. There we go. That's your job. I know you need to take a break from things, but good gods. Why are you going over there? There's a perfectly good storage barn over here. Did you just go by the lot? Where are you going? I can't understand the logic that you have, but... Are you done? No, you're not. Why are you idling? You should be working. No, don't pick up the don't pick up the resource. Again, where are you going? Can you please do your job? Wait, I can't put it down. Oh. No. She should be able to kill these cows. Can you please kill the cows? Okay, I know out of context this sounds very odd, but please, I want her to kill the cows. She's not killing the cows. Can you increase the priority then? Thank you. Now we just need that last cow killed off, and we can all call it a day. I got lots of beef now. I mean, it's an insane amount of beef, but please just kill that last cow, please. I beg of you. You're making me want. Oh, you nasty person that needs to be turned into a Persian. There's nothing wrong with Persians. It's just that I had for a very long time. I don't know why, but I couldn't say a person. Yeah, you're an individual. You're a person, but I said a Persian, which is odd. Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys. Indeed. I'm not an orc though. Thank heavens for that. Oh, I forgot that. Boop. Boop. There we go. Seriously, where are you? You're a herdsman. Why are you idling? There's no point in idling. I know you're talking to Amalia for whatever reason. I mean, do you have hots for her or something like that? I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but please, I want you to kill the cow. This conversation got really weird. Why are you... This is a simple job. You just need to chop off the head of the cow and give me its meat. So I can put you to different work and make you start chopping rocks. Now that I think about it, I understand now why she's actually waiting with the work and, you know, postponing it. I mean, I'm the master of procrastination, so, I mean... why are you idling? Oh, gods, you're no, oh, that explains. You're not educated. You need something to eat? Well, how nice! If you could, like, pull your weight, that would be lovely. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just have you stop working. And put you away. Okay, so what I'll do here, I'll kill off a few cows. I'll get that one. Okay, so there we go. I'll put that up to empty. There we go. Problem solved. Jesus. Okay, and I got 4 laborers at least to get some resources. I'll put 2 of them to build. Actually, I'll get the storage barn built as well. And to make things easier, I'll do this. Because that will make them... Yeah. Okay. So this will give me trees so that I can actually build a storage barn without having to go all the way back to fetch the items. It's early autumn. I still have time before they freeze to death. The road will allow them to move fast enough. I got enough... Hey! 666. This is the year of the demon. How's Demon doing, by the way? He's 3 years old. He's not causing that much. Well, it's 3 years old. 666. 333. The number of... Well, the child of the beast. That is the number of the beast. The conspiracy takes place. Okay. I'm gonna stop sounding so crazy. So, yeah. And this will assist me in getting that symmetry that I love. And... Fine. I'll... Boop. There we go. Okay. Fantastic. These guys are building the storage barn. There we go. Okay, so now with that storage barn, if they find any food in here, like, they'll be able to at least, you know, have a storage barn. Because why not? I mean, it doesn't do anything. You can't work from it. So I'll do that as well, actually, because that'll allow me to clear that field and do now what I said I wanted to do. Because I'll put it on the stockpiles. And I can pause that and do it with some of the other buildings as well. Yes, it's a good idea. There we go. Yes. I'm the most charming person you've ever seen in your entire life. Okay. Oh, I forgot that. I like the symmetry of that because if they suddenly go... Oh, hang on. There we go. Yeah, this isn't too bad. This is fine, this is fine. I mean, there's nothing to worry about. Probably just getting some food or warming themselves. They won't be able to do much now during its winter time, but I'm not expecting them to... Yes! Oh, look at all these laborers that we have now. We have so much workforce because the students suddenly got shipped out of school. And with that said, actually, we now have 16 families ready to procreate. So what I'll do is I'll get... We have enough resources for it, so screw that. We're going for stone houses. And I want the... what do you call it? I want the tower houses. There we go. I'll get 3 tower houses right next to each other. And start the production of the houses. So I get some extra families. Because I think... Hang on, I just gotta check just in case. Otherwise I'm gonna screw up majorly. Do we have enough kids for this? We got a 10-year-old, a 7-year-old, a 10-year-old. Okay, so I got 1 family, 2 families. And yes, okay, so I got 3 families. Okay, good. We're gonna be able to get some more houses, more people to live in, more people to actually, you know, jump into bed and have some fun. And no, pause that. Thank you very much, sir. We don't need you to put more items down in there because, well, hey, another trader is incoming, ladies and gentlemen. That's good stuff. I'm gonna just unravel these as well so I can actually see more. There we go. I'm gonna pause that. They'll fetch those items because they're resources. There we go. There we go. I'm gonna equip that schoolhouse. Yes. This is very good, actually. Yeah. Wait, why is there suddenly fish and herbs in there? I don't know. Whoa, what? Oh, what the hell? I heard it. Oh. Eh? The game crashed. Well then. Oh, that's fun. Now, if I remember correctly, it auto-saved just before, but let's just check and see if it's actually... Well, you know... Oh, good. Let's... Please. Oh, I just have to pray to the gods that I didn't... Because it auto-saved. Please don't let that be the one that is corrupted, because then I'm gonna be so pissed. Because I forgot to save other than the autosave, because I knew that... Oh, thank heavens above. Yes! Okay, we're saving here now just in case. Yeah, that seems like a nice thing to do. Let's just save now. Whoo! Okay, that got a little bit... got a little bit nasty there for a second. That scared me. So, okay. Yes. Yes. So, how do you do? Nice weather. Yes. Not really. God, that was annoying. That really scared the shit out of me. Okay, now he's gonna empty those. Yeah. Oh. We got a tradesman. Okay, so what do you have? You got ale. Anything else now? Sorry. There's a glitch in the game so that if you try to buy ale from the tradesman and you have it in your storage barn, no one will pick it up. I don't know why. But that's just how it is. So I don't have you. None of you guys have come with any items that I actually need. I don't need booze. I can make that on my own. I need sheep. I need chickens, but I can't order that from you because you're specifically interested in moonshine. So go and bugger off. So, what do we have? Not a whole lot, I'll tell you. No. I mean, I could... Hang on, did I build the roads down here? No, I didn't. Okay. There we go. And... yes. And then more roads. More so. And he said... There we go. Okay. That's good. I'm gonna get double roads there, double roads there, double roads there. You're close to the road. Yeah, that's not too bad. There we go. And you go up like that. Yeah, that looks nice. Okay, so with that, I can clear that one away and get... I can just build a storage barn because there's no... Okay, so I got enough wood now. I'm gonna stop using. I get more laborers. I'm getting more houses. I'm gonna finish these houses and let the season finish, and then I'm gonna stop because I've been playing for a little while now and I need to rest my voice. So, and again, that scared the crap out of me. It scared the proverbial crap out of me. Yes, indeed. Well, we're getting some houses. Emirs and Haralin are moving in together. 2 10-year-olds. That seems very wrong in at least the modern society, but, you know, game-wise, okay, that's good. I don't think they can... Wait, what did it say in the mod? Because I went with the 1 year is 1 year mod. And the citizen age 5 times slower, so about 1 year and 1 year. Children become laborers or students at the age of 6. Students stay in school for 9 years. Villagers can marry and move together between the age of 7 and 70. They can have babies between the age of 15 and 35. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so that makes sense that at least they, you know, they're starting to have Harolin. This is a parents name the children in these games. Yeah. Harolin and Harold and Carol. So Harolin, I don't know, it's like Harolin sounds okay. I mean, the people that name the child Demon, I would love to have a conversation with. I mean, that sounds like a very bad name to have. I mean, at least Eloisa or Dashide. I mean, that can just be down to culture, but Demon? Really? Like Mackenzie, Haley, Shashanan, Rogeliot? Roger and Elliot in one? Montine, Brocky, Thomas, Cornet. Okay, that's a name I've heard before. Really nice name. Harla, Forange, Asha, Stun. Oh, he's stoned. Sorry. Hubertus, Resandi, Amariel, Tatia, Vanica, Hoster, Heidi, Mistia, Cedriki, Azariam, Ezekia, Rowans, Brian, Kimbert, Dal, Zandria, Fred, and Fred. Like every other name is just weird as shit, and then suddenly get Fred. Welcome to the town where we have Demon, we have Mackenzie, Haley, Shassanon, and Fred. Fred is just... he's Fred. He's not really special in any way. I mean, if anyone that sees this in the future is named Fred, there's nothing wrong with the name Fred. It's just... I'm just making a bit fun of the name generator in this game, because it's so funny. And then I got Merle. It's like Merlin's just odd cousin. I don't know. Yeah, so this is where the demon origins. Yeah, the shade. I mean, it just gets really weird eventually, but it's fun. I'm gonna pause you and go down to 4 people. And what I'll do is this is gonna probably be very dumb, but I'm gonna have them remove some of the resources in this area, because if I do, I'll have more... Well, first of all, I have more resources, but second of all, it's gonna be good. Yes. And with those 3, I'll clear out these. Holy, that's a lot of people from the school. Yes, there's a lot of people from the school. Ooh. Boop. Okay, so first I'll do that. I'll have 5 people, and I'll remove these items so I can see. Ah, nice. We got early spring, and the houses are being completed. Frederick and Crystal, Emerys and Harolyn. Now just gotta see who. Wait, Fred? No, Frederick. Okay. Well, Frederick is still okay name. I mean, but Fred? You have so many names, and you chose Fred. Poor guys. Okay, I'm gonna pause that. Pause that. Unpause. Unpause. Wait. Oh, you don't have to remove anything there. Never mind. Oh. You have to remove 1 thing there and 2 things there. So, yes. And the same goes here. Boop. 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 Okay. So with that done, I can then eventually see... I mean, this is going to be a nice expansion. I mean, this is going to be a nice twist to my town. And it's just... Let's just stop that one so they don't put too many resources down into it. Because I don't want them to move to this place yet. I just want to lay the groundwork for it. And I don't mind pausing these now. The same with these because, you know, the items are just, they're just there. Same goes with that one. Where else did I... No, okay. Right. Okay, that's good. I'll get some more laborers to start working on all these resources, and they'll start removing this shit. And there we go. Oh, this is fine. Look. Okay. I should probably build these. Yeah, this is like a good idea. I mean, just in general. I mean, I was supposed to stop now, wasn't I? That's... Oh, we have nomads arriving at the town hall. How many nomads do we have? 6 nomads requesting citizenship. Allow them to become citizens of Coulseby. I didn't really think through the name when I made this city. But I thought it's cozy. So, Coulseby in Norwegian. Cozy city, cozy town. But 6 people? Yeah, I think you can squeeze them in. Okay, so now we need to give them places to live. And the 6 people, are they kids or are they adults? There's a kid there. Let's see an overview. Homes. What I am considering to do is actually, because the marketplace can reach those. That was basically at the edge of the map. Now that I actually got some extra people, it's actually not the worst idea building here. Yeah. You want to live in Cuddletown? Me too, how do you have to say? Cuddles every day, you get paid in cuddles. You do some work, that's 15 cuddles for you. You worked overtime. 5 extra cuddles with hot cocoa on the side. With some snacks. Because you... because either you're such a good girl or you're such a good boy. Okay, now it just sounds like I'm talking about a dog, but, you know, fair enough. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Like everyone in the town just... I am! Except for the girls. Unless... Yeah, I'm gonna stop this train of thought because I'm not sure where I'm going with this. But yeah. Anyway. I'm going to unpause these then. Because then we're going to have some extra families room. And let's see what happens. Because it's late spring. They came at a very good time actually. And let's increase that. So we can actually... Wait a minute. What have I not unpaused? Oh yeah, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Oh, okay, never mind. Well, those are almost done. You want a city of dogs. That just sounds really nice, but same time a little bit spooky. How many kids? What are you? Are you a kid? You're a child. You're a child. You're Libra, 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 and Libra. So it's gonna be 2 towers. Okay, so I gotta check that before I build. Do I have anyone else that wants to move out? I got an 8-year-old, 8-year-old, 7-year-old. Yes, I actually have 1 extra. I'm gonna wait with one of them, you know, just in case. I mean, just so we have that safely, you know, planned. So let's see what happens. Yes. Yes. Because now we got 1 house. And with those, we got 4 more people that lacks a place to live. And with that, I'm gonna start building stone roads. There we go. And I'm gonna finish that down like that, like so. I'm gonna start industrialize so we can actually do things a little bit more quicker. There we go. This is gonna go smashing. Yeah, this is interesting. There we go. There we go. Yeah, that seems like a good idea to get that extra stone thingy. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. There we go. All the stone in the world shall be used to build this, because I like the ability to be able to move around smoothly. So this is going to help a lot in terms of mobility. It'll allow me to get a better economy as well, because then the people can move about way easier. There we go. Okay. Now with that done, I'm gonna... Do I have that one all the way up there? I can't remember if I did, but I'm gonna do that just in case. There we go. There we go. And you go a little bit over there. And that should help. Now we have no people that are struggling. I'm going to put down 4 people to work on the roads, while the rest of them gather resources that we need. I'm going to put... I have enough wood. I should have enough food as well. Yes, I got tons of beef, so at least people will survive, even though the general health will go a little bit down until I can... You are... Oh. What? Well, that just seems a bit weird. Cantonia, why don't you have any people to live with? Who did you move out from? Why did you move away from that house? I suppose, I don't know. I'll do that then. Because hopefully Cantonia will move back in with... Or Amala will move in back together. Otherwise it just doesn't... Yeah, there we go. Jesus, that was just dumb. Are the rest of all the kids old enough? I'll put an extra person there. 8, 7, 5, 3, 17, 8. Yeah, okay. That's gonna be able to get us 1 more person or family to move in together. Okay, so we'll build that stuff then. And here we'll build the roads. Oh, listen to all that work. That's the sound of productive work, ladies and gentlemen, being in the progress and process. That's a lot of iron though, so that's gonna be good. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of stone at least. So that's not gonna be an issue. Okay. So then that's actually... Oh no! Brocky the Labourer, he's died of a weak heart. That's... I think that was one of my nomads actually. That's sad though. I mean, how old was Brocky? I mean, I have a Christian child named Ezekiel Frederick, Mila Mistila, Tatya, Tanya, Danilia, Don Barrel. Yeah, that's that looks like one of the nomads. I can easily check. Who did I lose? Let's see. Oh no. That's really sad though. But, I mean, luckily we have the cemetery though. And there's the first headstone of someone in the city of Kosovo. But I'm really happy now that I have the cemetery and what I had planned with the orchards. There we go. So, hopefully in the future that'll help though. I'll increase the priority for this building. And hopefully this will fix itself in time. We have enough clothing, we have enough... Yeah. This is good though, we're getting a lot of stone, we're getting a lot of wood. That'll allow my expansion in the future to increase. There we go. We have enough items at least, so I'm just gonna do that. And even though I don't build anything from them yet, they'll slowly start building up. I mean, I have enough stone here at least, so that's good. So, otherwise, I'll get that storage barn up and running. I'll get the school up. And I'll just put these on. So they'll start building in eventually. So the market will be up. I'm going to turn that off. So, but I got more kids though being born though, so... Oh well. I just don't like losing people unless it's of natural birth. Natural causes, not natural birth. Yeah, that just came a bit wrong, but yeah. I prefer having a healthy citizens, which is sometimes why I'm a little bit against getting nomads, because they're not educated and usually they either carry disease or they just feel really bad. But in this case, I think it was one of my own though, but it is sad just if you have a poor heart, it just stops. But they had a good home, I would like to think, and that hopefully helped though. Okay, I'm getting some of the items here now. This is good. The town is taking shape actually. With the next line of children coming into play, with the next set of students I get. Hello, Lord of Sumis. How do you do? Is that CC mod? I'm not sure what you mean with CC mod. At the current moment, I don't really have too many mods on. I have some resource mods and some to assist me in the building, but... There we go, just gotta get those up and running, stop them from doing anything. Is that, I'm not sure about the CC mod, because the only like mod building that I currently have is the Stiff Tower. But it's okay until the alcohol thing gets fixed, it's not too good because it produces alcohol as well, and the citizens don't pick that up weird enough. I don't know why. But I don't have any mega mods or something like that. I uninstalled the mega mod and some of the other mods as well. I'm gonna stop you. I'm gonna stop you. And you as well. I'm gonna put you guys down to a smaller amount. There we go. Now we got a lot of the buildings planned. They are starting to mine the resources. We are getting the roads made. We have winter. And we slowly encroach upon a better time for all. There we go. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, the new expansion for Coulsby, or Cozy Town, is completed and ready for people moving in. We have a nice trader incoming. And the items and resources are being removed, so I can see how I want to build more for the future. And with that said, I'm going to stop this. So, to everyone that have been tuning in on the stream, thank you so much for joining me. I will now end up enjoying some of the Saturday night evening by making some food and other lovely, lovely things and stuff. I hope you guys have a lovely Saturday onward, and I'll see you in the next stream, hopefully. We'll try to do some more Banished streaming indeed as well. Colonial Charter. Mod, there's a lot of variation of that mod, depends on update. Okay, no, I do not have that Colonial Charter update. I was a little bit unsure what mod to get, and in the beginning at least, I really, really love the vanilla version, at least to begin with. I just want to see at least how far I can get with vanilla, and then I want to move over to mods and slowly start to like learn more as I build it up with. But yeah, with that said, I'm going to call it a night here. So hope you guys have a fantastic evening onwards. I'll talk to you guys later, and it's like this.